Today on Drawbli,
Ben is drawing Tranquil.
click that subscribe button if you are new around here.
And comment below with other ideas of what we can do to improve as artists.
Yes, something tranquil.
So is this the episode where I get to learn about photobashing?
Yeah, actually it is. So normally when people photobash, they photobash a bunch of stuff. I could have very easily done that, but I did not, and this would have gone a lot faster if I did, probably.
I've seen time lapses of it before, but I
Oh,
didn't
it's
know
so
that's
cool.
what it was called.
Yeah, you're just like taking not random, but specific elements of images, combining them into something completely new.
That's so cool.
But what I did was I wanted to create this scene in the top left, this beautiful green scene, but I wanted to do a snowy mountainside, a snowy version of it. So I got a few different images for like reference and some colors that I really liked, and tried to integrate a lot of that. I really liked, I know it's very small and hard to see, but this small image on the very bottom is this frozen, creek filled with red leaves. So it's got a lot of white and red, and I was like, oh, that's such a cool color palette, but I do want some of this green in there as well. So it's gonna feel like, in terms of color palette, probably a little Christmassy with the green, white, and red. But overall, I don't think I spent really that long on this, maybe like an hour and a half at most. I really like the way it turned out, I could spend a lot more time on this, but I think for the time that I spent on it, I'm very happy with the way it turned out here.
Yes, I think I'm very happy with it too, because I saw the finished work and I said, that looks amazing.
I don't know if you saw the final version.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember.
You know what? You did show it to me maybe part way through. Well, time will tell. I'll tell you.
Time will tell, and I will tell you. Wow. So like a relatively simple scene, like not a ton going on, which I think made this a lot easier, I will say. But just really fun to kind of play around with being messy in my environments. I've been really hit or miss on my environments that I've been making lately, where, I feel like I'm getting warmer in terms of like, I'm starting to figure out what makes environments tick for me, but I don't feel like I've quite figured it out. Yeah. And hey, look, some more like little vignette ideas here.
I was noticing that.
I mentioned some vignetting.
Vignette is the word of the week.
Yes, it is. But yeah, playing around with just like being messy with my brush strokes a little bit here and there. One thing after when I got to the end of this, when I was like, okay, I'm gonna call this done, one thing, if I could go back and work on this more, that I would love to do is getting more like color vibration or color variance in a lot of my colors, because I feel like the color palette ends up feeling flat, and maybe somebody in the comments could say, oh, you could have done this instead, and that might have helped a little more. Yeah. But I really feel like, and please do comment below if you have some suggestions, but I really do feel like adding some more variation in my colors could have helped with that.
Right now, I really like your tree trunks, how they're dark at the base and they are light at the top. It
Absolutely.
Makes them feel very, I hate to use the word stylized to describe this kind of thing that I don't know how to describe otherwise, but... It's kind of atmospheric perspective a little bit. Like, as things fade off into the distance, they become more blue. And I'm also noticing, if you look in that top left image, the sky is bright up top, so there's what's called volumetrics. There's some, I don't know exactly on a technical level how to explain volumetrics, but volumetric lighting is essentially that effect. Volumetric.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a great word, volumetric it is. That's all I have to add.
That's all
Thank
I have
you.
to add.
I'll be here all
I'm part of this conversation about volumetrics. I'm here saying things too.
I used to great effect this leatherwood brush that gets like this kind of...
I love the leatherwood brush.
Yeah, it gets a lot of kind of messy texture. Yeah. I also use, there's this default brush called the Nico Rule brush.
Yeah.
I just used like a bunch of just random texture heavy brushes to try to get some kind of organic kind of messiness to this.
It's really working for you.
Yeah, thank you. I was just sitting at Starbucks drinking some pink drink.
Cafe of the day.
Pink drink, you know, I was looking for something refreshing. If you guys haven't had a pink drink before, I think it's just strawberry water, pretty much.
Now, I'll tell you, though, my sister, she works at Starbucks, and she's got the drink for me.
She's got the DL, the secret.
Well, I told her I don't like sweet very much, but I like something refreshing. And she said you get the iced green tea with strawberry acai as the base.
Okay, that's the secret. I will have to try that sometime.
I love it. It's crisp, it's refreshing, it's not super sweet. So if you like sweet stuff, this is not the drink for you. But if you like crisp and refreshing, check it out.
Crisp and refreshing. You heard it here first. Also, make sure to click our Starbucks link.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Down below.
Some free ad work.
Yeah. How do you like how my snowy kind of effect here is looking? Is it working out? Am I doing anything here?
Here's what you've done, and I don't know if you've done it, but this is amazing. It looks like there's a layer of frost on your trail.
Yeah.
Like that morning like frost.
Uh-huh.
And that is so
very
cool.
intentional.
Yeah, that I feel like if I sat down and was like, I want to capture just a layer of frost on my woodland path, I would never know how to go about it. But you have it. You have patches where it's like slightly melted away because it's very delicate to
Obviously.
little pockets of warmth.
Yeah, of course.
And
I know this.
All very intentional, right? Love those happy accidents. But no, it looks really cool. It looks really good. Ooh, I love the value study here that you're doing.
Well, not a value study, but I'm just setting it to black and white to check my values.
I like that you're studying your values, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I am making sure that I am having enough contrast in my values. For some reason on the iPad, the IPS screen of the iPad must just have like some super strong contrast on it, because whenever I throw any image from the iPad over here to the desktop computer and I'm looking at it on the monitor, I'm like, there is just like a lot less contrast. Like I have to go into Photoshop sometimes and do like a little contrast bump on some of my images.
I have never done that.
Fascinating. I forget what brush. Oh, this is one of the line decker brushes. I don't use the line decker brushes very often.
I want to try them.
Yeah, I think it's a free brush pack that I got from somebody. I don't remember who. But I think if you Google Procreate line decker brushes, you can find them.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Honestly, I wouldn't even recommend grabbing them. I use them very rarely for little bits of canvas texture. But they're really...
Ooh, so bright.
Overall, not incredibly useful in my opinion.
Gotcha.
Or at least not for me. I am not the person that you should be looking to for art advice when it comes to drawing or painting.
Not yet. But I'm sure already people are watching and maybe learning a little bit here and there.
Oh, and here's some photo bashing for you.
Photo bashing.
Look at this little old deer here. That's
photo
a deer.
bashing sounds like you're just like making fun of the photo. Not what's in the photo, but of the photo itself.
You're just bashing the photo, yes.
Your exposure is way too high.
You call that contrast? You think these values are any good? Get out of here.
Get out of here.
This photo's get bashed.
Oh, get bashed photo, yes. Oh, that is cool. I like that. It gets you the silhouette that you need and a little bit of a contrast in hue values.
Well, just wait. I'm gonna do a little more here. I'm actually going to turn the deer around backwards. I don't like how he's looking back at us. I was like, I don't really like that. It actually somewhat happened as a happy accident. As I was painting here, I started to kind of see it start to head that direction. I was like, you know what? I want that to like end up looking the other direction completely.
That is really cool.
So I started to push it more that way, and there we go. He's like facing the other way now.
That's so awesome. That's really cool. That looks so great.
And then a little snow flurry effect here at the end, taking a bunch of these. I noticed in the photo, in the snowy photo, that it had this kind of, these big snowflakes flowing in front of the camera lens. I was like, oh, that's so cool. I'm going to try to do that effect here.
This would look so nice, like hung up on the wall next to your starry night environment.
Oh, really?
Your
the night?
woodland night?
Oh, wait. Oh, the moon.
The moon. Yes. Yeah. Those would look really nice paired together.
Ooh, okay. Well, check out the Drawbli store down below. That doesn't actually exist, but one day just might. You never know.
You never do.
One day, you'll be able to maybe get something that we make here as a print. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and one thing I do here is stretch this and squash and stretch it, because the proportions don't really matter too much.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Look at all that texture. Look at these vertical brush strokes that just so happen to look like trees in the background.
Yeah.
I actually, that was just kind of unintentional, a little bit of that Bob Rossi happy accidents, but it worked. And I as a quick piece, I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, I think there's so much to enjoy here, and this must have been really, really fun to make, and you should be very proud.
Why, thank you. And if you would like to be very proud of your artwork, you should click that subscribe button.
And comment below with ideas of what we can do to improve.
And be more proud.
And be more proud.
And this is the part where we say...
Goodbye.
Goomba.
Proud, proud, proud.
Loud.
Cloud. Shroud.
Mowed?
No.